What's up, sports fans, and welcome to the Sports Shack, hosted by Jay Kerr and myself, Buddy Burns. Right now, we're going to get into something that's a big topic at the Sports Shack, which was the trade deadline, NHL trade deadline.
Yep.
We're not going to tell you all the trades that went on. We're going to tell you about the trades that we think were somewhat big and how they're going to impact their team.
Yeah, let's just talk about the playoff teams and the teams that are in the playoff hunt. Right?
Yeah.
So we'll talk about those trades and the players that those teams got.
Okay, let's start off with Dustin Penner going to the LA Kings.
Yeah. Dustin Penner is a good player, but, kind of underachieved in Edmonton. And, the funny thing is when he went into practice, they told him he was traded. So he was at the arena and stuff, and he was ready to practice, and then they told him, get off the ice, you're gone, you're going to LA.
Yeah, he was actually playing ping pong.
Was he?
Yeah, with who, I don't know. But he said the trade saved him $50.
Nice. So, kind of last minute, and definitely he wasn't expecting it, but Edmonton got a lot back, so LA gave up a lot for Dustin Penner.
First round draft pick.
Yeah, gave up their first round draft pick and a defenseman who was a first round draft pick in 2008. So basically 2 first rounders for Dustin Penner. I mean, that's a pretty steep price for basically.
Well, obviously the Kings see something in him, and he's got a big body. I see him. Like Ryan Smith playing on the wing now, you know what I mean? And putting him in front of the net. And
they need some grit. They got a lot of skill. They need some guys that get in front of the net. Ryan Smith getting older, his body's breaking down. He's not the force that he used to be. So they definitely need somebody else to, Kopitar is a fringe player. He goes around the fringes and he's got a wicked wrister and a wicked
I love that guy, man. That guy, he's
not a beast. He's not going to go to the front of the net and take defensemen with him. Right? He's not going to take up space.
He's got hands.
Yeah, they need somebody that can take up space to give Kopitar some space. And
he's going to make space.
Well, we'll see.
It could exactly. We will see. Okay, the next trade that's worth talking about was Dennis Weidman from Florida going to Washington Capitals.
Yeah. Washington also did another move too. They got Jason Arnott from the Devils. I think the Devils finally threw in the towel. They had that crazy run. They're actually still doing pretty good.
Well, Arnett had a no trade clause, right?
Yeah, and he waived it.
Yeah, and through the grapevine, he heard that Washington was interested in him, and fuck, bro, you're not gonna jump on that. You know what I mean? To think, fuck.
Well, they're not. They're not the first place team. They're a 5th place team, and they're a team that.
I know, but dude, you're going to a team that's stacked on paper.
Yeah, there's lots of teams that are stacked on paper that don't do anything. I mean, this is a team that is one of the worst teams that's scoring in the league. Here's a team that on paper should be one of the top scoring teams in the league, but they're basically,
Ovechkin is what? Third leading scorer in the NHL right now?
Well, he's got 20-something
That's
goals.
not bad, right?
He's coming on strong lately. He's been adding, but, it takes more than one
guy
to win.
I know exactly what it is, right? I know. Oh, exactly.
Right?
It takes hard. And you know what? Exactly what you said. It takes more than one guy to win. But to get this guy onto their team is, he's won it before. He knows how to win. He's not there just for to be a pretty face, you know what I mean? He's there to grab the bulls by the horn and wake these guys up. So it's going to be scary to see what he can stir up in that locker room to get these guys going, right?
Yeah.
Because now with him on a team, if they give him a letter, an A, or I doubt the C, right? But they give him an A. Watch, bro. It's going to be like these players are going to be accountable.
That's what everyone's talking about. Everyone's talking about how Arnott is bringing all this experience, but let's be honest here. This is not Washington's first year playing hockey. These guys have gone to the playoffs now. This is like their 3rd basically year where they've been really in it, right? This is their 3rd year. I mean, how much experience do you need? You need to fuck up 10 years in a row before you have experience. I mean, these guys, if they're using the excuse, we don't have enough experience, we need Jason Arnott, then you guys are fucking already waving the towel. Forget it. I mean, that's an excuse. We don't have enough. You've been to the playoffs. The Leafs have guys that have never seen the playoffs. Right?
Hey, let's not talk about the Leafs. Let's not talk about the Leafs. They made their trades. We talked about their trades. Let's not talk about the Leafs. Don't bring...
We'll talk about the Leafs next.
Yeah, don't worry. That's something else. Okay. The next trade was the Rangers. They got McCabe, another player coming from Florida.
Yeah. Florida's a mess, but we said we were going to...
for sale sign.
Yeah, we said we weren't going to talk about teams that aren't going to be in the playoff hunt, so we're not going to talk about Florida.
No.
But the Rangers just lost to Buffalo at home. This is a team is really reeling. I think they're playing pretty good. They're losing every game by 1 goal. Every game, 1 goal. Sometimes they hit the post late, whatever it is. But, that's hockey.
That's the way for the past, 2 years. They've been having a problem scoring, right? In the when it comes to over-under betting against them, it's a sure shot that it's more likely to be under. Even if they even want to go, I've already seen lines at 4.5. Because some of their games are 1-0, 2-0 games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they have a hot goalie, they can shut down, they don't score, they play the trap, and they win games. That's how they win games.
Well,
ugly games. Just like Buffalo, the team that bet them.
Yeah, that's another team. I mean,
that wins ugly games like that. They just count on their their goalies do everything.
Yeah, they just count on Miller.
Right?
Both teams counting on their goaltender, and the new NHL is built. You can't have a good goalie. You want proof? Go look at Detroit Red Wings. Who's their goalie? Exactly. What has their goalie ever done? Their goalie will never win a Vezina, but that team is constantly the top team in the league. They will stack their team full of good players, and they just hope their goalie does good enough. And you know what? I think the Leafs are trying to do that with James Reimer. Who's he? Exactly. He's nobody. He's coming up. He's playing good. Hopefully, we'll talk about him next.
Okay, what about the biggest trade that didn't happen, that you were expecting to happen?
I don't know. I guess people will say Brad Richards, but this guy's got concussion problems, right? I wouldn't give much up for him, and I'm sure Dallas realizes how good this guy is. This guy was their best player. He's one of the best players in the league. One of the best all-around players.
Yeah, but he's coming back, and you'll see him play this week.
Well, we'll see if he's coming back and he's back to the way he was, then that's fine. But concussion problems, I mean, they're all the rage now in sports. People are talking about it. We don't know if Sydney's coming back. We don't know how.
Well, let's hope that Reimers is not a concussion. You know what I mean? Taking that knee. We'll talk about that.
Concussions are a major problem right now in the NHL, and I don't think anybody wanted to take a big risk on Richards. And, Dallas wasn't going to give him away for a song, but they probably should have, because they're not going to get anything for him in the offseason.
Yeah. Well, follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Check out our eBay account at the Sports Shack Locker. We got a lot of cool jerseys. Check it out. Toques, scarves. Check it out. We got cool merchandise.
All right, and check out our website, www.thesportsshack.ca.
We say it, we play it.